January 8th, 2025. Decided to wake up in the morning and go for a walk. Not because I needed the exercise or I felt stiff, but simply because I wanted some fresh air, some sunlight, and just an opportunity to get out of the house. Just over a week into the new year, and frankly, I feel lost. Sure, Christmas celebrations were cool, spending time with family, got some dope gifts. New Year's celebration was awesome, got to go ice skating. But, at the end of the day, it's time to go back to school. It's time to get back into work and the flow of things. The holiday celebration's over. It's time to return to the norm. And I just couldn't feel more distant and unmotivated. So I decided to walk to the park, sit down on a bench and just watch and observe nature. Watch the ducks as they just do their thing. Sitting there. You see, nature is interesting because God takes care of all the birds, makes sure they're fed, that they're warm, gives them an internal compass to let them know when they need to go south. Or in this case, stick around and chill. Crazy how life works. Our only mission out here is survival and reproduction. They don't care about views, status, who likes them, who doesn't like them. 2025, man. It's a new year. But you don't seem happy about it. I mean, yeah, you had your New Year's celebrations, just spent Christmas with family, but I don't know, something about you just doesn't seem as enthusiastic about the idea of a new year. And honestly, I've known you for a while, and I feel like it's really just you haven't accomplished the goals that you set for yourself in 2024. I'm not saying you didn't get some of them done, because you definitely had some major accomplishments, and you had some goals and some milestones that you hit, and you should be proud of those. But you just feel like there's so much more potential that you have or that you had that just was unrealized. And I get it. Sometimes I feel the same way. But this year I want you to attack your goals with no fear, with no reservation. Like, I don't want you to think about what other people think about your goals. I want you to block out the noise, block out your friends, block out the haters, the people who think you can't do it, or you said that you can't do this, or that's not lucrative, it's not reliable. If your dream is to do something, at the end of the day, you got to take responsibility for your own life. Whatever that looks like, because at the end of the day, it's your life and only you can live it. So I want you to set goals this year, but I want you to do it differently, man. I want you to set goals, not that seem so big they can't be achieved, but are just big enough that they scare you a little bit. And when I say scare you, I don't mean scare you away from doing them. I mean scare you as in the sense that if you accomplish them, it'll take you somewhere you've never been and is unfamiliar to you. But it's good for you anyway. You know what I mean? It's kind of like you work at a job and you've always been an employee, always taking orders, and then you get a promotion to manager. Now you're the person in charge. It's a little scary, but at the same time, you're ready for it. You know what I'm saying? It's like if you had, a girlfriend, you guys broke up and it didn't work out. And then you found a girl who seems just like the love of your life, the girl of your dreams. It's like you're a little nervous. You ain't been here before. But at the same time, you're excited to see what you can do now that you're here, right? It's just like if you were somebody who produces music. Or no, let's say better yet, you're a music artist. And you finally get signed to a label. All those hours that you put in, all the times people said your music wasn't going to blow up, it's trash, you should just stick to your 9 to 5, don't quit your day job, put the fries in the bag, bro. And now, you're really doing this. You signed to a label, you got shows lined up, you have starting to build a fan base, you're starting to actually, see some of the rewards of the work that you put in. And, it's a conflicting feeling because part of you wants to be happy, and then part of you still a little upset about the people who, you know, you thought had your back and would support you, and they didn't, because you know that now that you've made it, some of those people are going to try and crawl back to you, but you can't take them back, because honestly, blindness is a permanent condition, and if they couldn't see the success when you had nothing to show for it, chances are they can't see it now. They just want to come up with you, right? But that's why today we're going to tackle goal setting, right? And the big theme that I have for 2025 is not improvement or enhancement or getting better or 10xing it. That's not the goal. 2025 is all about experience, right? Because experience is the best teacher. So I want to experience a bunch of different things, you know, graduating with a master's degree, getting monetized on YouTube, you know, traveling, trying new things, skydiving. It's on the list for this year. Skydiving is on the list for this year, right? So I want to set those goals to have those different life experiences as I transition into my full-time career as a consultant. But also, um, saying the goal is one thing, right? But writing it down, they say, makes it 42% more likely that you're going to get it done. And on top of writing it down, we're going to make a vision board using Canva. We're going to find some images on Google, off Pinterest. We're going to put them together in this dope layout, and that's going to be the background for your desktop, the screensaver for your TV. And you can even, if you want to go another level, make one as the lock screen for your phone, because they say on average, people usually open their phone 180 to 200 times a day. If you think about 365 days in a year, you're going to see your goals in that vision board at least more than 10,000 times in a year. And if that's not motivation to get them done, I don't know what is. But we done enough talking, man. I mean, I can see in your eyes, you're energized and you're ready to go. So let's take this motivation, let's take this energy, and let's actually make something happen. All right? So after I got some clarity and a vision associated with what I was going to do, I decided to go home, prepare a cup of hot tea, sit down, and really get after it. Make 2025 the best year I've had so far. I decided, because it's the winter time, to pick a immune support tea, which is a burst of echinacea, chamomile, and some other herbal blends. Or some boiling hot water. And me personally, I'm not much of a sugar guy. My sweetener of choice is honey. Add a tablespoon of golden, natural, local honey. Look at that color. Absolutely stunning. Opened up a journal I wanted at a raffle, actually. Shout out to the Aurora Fire Department. Then I sat down, old fashioned. I just wanted to write out my goals for the year. What did I want this year to be? What did I want to be this year? How did I want to remember 2025? And just like any great book or movie, I wanted to pick a theme. And the theme of 2025 is experience. I want to have the best experiences. I want to have the craziest, wildest experiences. I want to live life and have those stories where, 50, 60, 70 years from now, my grandkids are sitting around me out on the front porch, watching them play. They all come running up, get some water. It's hot out. They're like, Grandpa, tell us a story. I want to be able to tell them, well, it all started one sunny, cool January day in 2025. So now that I've got my goals written down, it's time to put this plan into action. that is the first step to success, taking action. So I get on my Pinterest account and I start looking for pictures that resonate with each of the singular goals that I've picked. Pick one goal per month. Not because I want to necessarily accomplish one thing per month, but each month is going to be special. There's 12 unique opportunities, 12 different chances for me to do something that I've never done before. Also, it's an even number. Helps with symmetry. When I find a picture I'd like, I just go ahead and save it, search for the next one, scroll through some of the options and select the one of them that I like the best. Save, start the process over again. Not a whole lot to it, really. It's just maybe took me, I'd say maybe no more than 5 or 10 minutes. It was quiet. It was peaceful. You can see the natural light is illuminating the entire room. You see, it's situations and times like this that we all live for. A lot of people, they don't want to work for somebody else for 40, 50, 60 years of their lives, being told what to do, where to go. If someone says jump, they don't want to have to ask how high, Sometimes you don't feel like jumping. Sometimes you want to do a cartwheel, a backflip, or sometimes you don't want to do anything. You just want to sit still, soak up the moment with your loved ones. Sometimes you just want to go on a walk that's 3 hours, 4 hours long. But with the hustle and bustle of life, sometimes we don't have that freedom. And that's where life starts to get stale. You see, God never intended for life to be stale. That's why he gave us the Garden of Eden, and our only job was to tend for it and look after it. See, we got selfish, we got greedy. Quick side note, this is actually a banana bread muffin that my mom makes, and let me tell you, it's gas. Absolutely fire. Now, I'm sure most of you wouldn't mind watching me select photos for the vision board. I did time lapse this just so I could get through the rest of it. Because at the end of the day, watching me make a vision board may also not be what you want to do with your life. But I figure if you could sacrifice 20 minutes of your day, I'm going to make that the best 20 minutes possible. So you can see here, I picked this template basically by going on to Canva. And this is the basic site. This is not the pro version. It's basic site. Type vision board template. And up in the upper right-hand corner, you can see it's the beige and blue aesthetic photo collage vision board desktop. I'm sure there's some other letters. I'll put it down in the description below so you guys can find it. And basically, I uploaded all of the images already that I found off Pinterest and downloaded. I just uploaded it. And then, yes, it had a format here, but I felt like this format, just having 6 identically shaped box above and 6 identically shaped box below, it was just too basic, So I had a vision. I wanted to have each numbered column photo span from top to bottom, kind of like this first one that shows a computer and a pen and pad. And then the second one, I want to have it offset a little bit, 2/3 for one photo, 1/3 for the next. So you can see I have cryptocurrency trading. That's what the ticker symbols are for. I actually want to not get into crypto, but options trading, something I've always been fascinated about. Just never really dedicated the time, because either it was always like, oh, crypto and, options is nothing more but gambling. But, once you understand the science behind it and how to look at research and information, it's a little easier, right? And above that, open mic night. I want to have one open mic night in my life. I'm not sure which month I'm going to do it, but it's got to be this year. And then I have this picture of Gervonta or Tank Davis because I want to get into sparring. I've been doing boxing now for about a year. And, with heavy weights, heavy bags,
shadow boxing, and pad work. But it's a different adrenaline rush when you're fighting somebody else, knowing that as hard as you can hit them, they can hit you back. Right? So it's about that primal instinct, if you will. And then I have this dapper gentleman in the red suit and tie holding that graduation stole because, ladies and gentlemen, we're getting out this year. That's right. Graduating with that master's degree, mechanical engineering. So excited, so ready. Been a long time coming, but I'm ready for it. And then down below, it has a concert. I haven't picked which artist I want to go see yet. Bossman D-Lo, he seems like he's blowing up. Travis Scott, he's got a little couple, demonic rumors around his name, so we might chill on him. But Don Toliver, he's on his generational run too, so maybe we'll go there. And then next on the list, we had a cruise. I think my family's taking a cruise in July, so we'll have to see how that goes. I've never been on a boat before, that big at least. I've been on like a speedboat, but they typically say black people and water don't mix. I mean, heck, we got over here on a boat, right? No, I'm just kidding. But we're gonna do that, and then I want to be monetized this year. I'm really gonna put a different level of commitment, focus into the YouTube channel this year. That's where the monetization comes in. And then last, skydiving. Right? Never done it before, but I definitely want to try it. And then these last three images I'm playing around with and can't seem to find an order for are for apartments, corner office, and wealth. So the reason I have it like that is because this year I really want to start researching rental properties because I got a little savings up, and I'm starting my full-time job as a consultant. And I feel like this is a vehicle, an asset bringing income vehicle. I didn't say that right, but that doesn't matter. That I want to look into, but I want to do the research, right? Be prepared for when I am actually ready. And then the corner office, like I said, I'm going to be a full-time consultant starting in October, working downtown. So, corner office, get to put on all those stylish fits now. So it's going to be great. And then that vault with the money coming out of it, I want to have $100,000 saved in the bank by December. So I feel like that's a good goal. I feel like it's attainable. If I just stay consistent, keep working, stay the course. And now you can see here, I'm just adding some final touches. Those last three photos I kind of overlaid over the top. And then here, I'm just changing the width and length of some of the photos so that way it doesn't look so rigid and boxy, but more gives that overlay perspective of a vision board or a mood board, even if you think about it. So this is the final board. So now I'm going to go ahead and download it. Make sure you download it as a PNG if you're going to use it on your desktop. Use a JPEG, that also works. PDF isn't necessarily going to be able to use as a desktop background, but I downloaded my PNG, and this is the final look. So as you can see, it's got all my goals here and these nice, crisp, clean, aesthetic photos. I saved this as my desktop. So listen, if you made it to the end of the video, I appreciate you so much for watching. And remember, if you want your goals to become a reality, you got to do more than just sit around. You got to take action. Go ahead and watch these next two videos if you're interested in changing